banter.
Banter?
A little bit, but everyone in the world is watching.
We're bantering right now?
We're bantering.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
We don't have to do too
This
much
is
though.
part of it?
Yeah.
It's part of the fun?
Yeah, we probably should have just had you leave your phone on, because then we can see comments.
Oh. Should
No,
I go
we'll just
grab
have, no, it's fine.
it? Okay. What if there are questions from the audience?
Ooh, audience. We'll watch.
That could get scary though.
Right now, the audience is, I think, 0.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's why we like do this for a couple minutes.
Yeah. See what will pop on.
Yeah. But anyway, cool. Like your new space. Who's in your old space?
It is a clothing company.
Okay.
For little girls. So.
Oh.
Yeah.
I have a little girl.
Yeah. She has some cute stuff over there.
Is she open?
I think it's Oh So Vera. Well, they're not there very often. It's kind of
Like online boutique.
yeah,
that has
online.
this as
Yep.
a brick and mortar.
So that's their more online presence than walk-in. But
Who do we got? Oh, hey Eric.
hi.
Hey
Eric.
Taryn.
Hi.
So Eric's our ISA. So he's at the office right now.
Awesome.
Yeah. What do you got for time? 10 o'clock?
I would say so.
Cool. All right, guys. So we are live with Lincoln Select here today. I have Natasha Salem with
Hello.
Inspiring Homes Design.
You got it.
I feel like sometimes I forget
Good
an S
job.
in there.
Yep.
Yeah.
That S is tricky.
Ugh. Words.
Right.
Cool. So we're in her beautiful office here off of 48th and Pioneer, 4747 Pioneers,
Stoneview Center.
Stoneview Center. So
Next to Copal.
it's that really beautiful building on 48th and Pioneer that you guys see. So Lincoln Select, every listing we take, Natasha walks through it because we understand that brings a ton of value and helps our sellers get more for their house. So we figured why not talk to her a little bit so she can discuss with you guys what we do, what she does specifically that brings value to your house. Because studies show that having a stager, a professional stager, not just your aunt and not just your real estate agent, but an actual stager that's all she does full time, adds significant value to your home when selling. So
Absolutely.
Natasha, tell us a little bit about you and your beautiful company here.
Absolutely. So my company, Inspiring Homes Design, I do real estate staging. That's how we started out, and then we've branched into interior design as well. So when I'm in a home, I'm taking all my experience from working on a variety of different homes throughout the years and putting it into just how to make it as beautiful, bright, and airy as possible, getting it ready for market. So it's a fun process. I really enjoy meeting the clients and getting them motivated and excited about getting the home ready for market. So basically we can do walkthroughs where we are giving tips, tricks, ideas for furniture placement, decluttering suggestions, all sorts of fun stuff.
Yeah. And that helps, again, us a ton when it comes to the agent side, because a lot of the things that she is having them correct, we don't necessarily have to tell them up front and be negative with them up front. I mean, of course, we're going to point out things. Almost every single house I go into mention, hey, you probably want to declutter this room a little bit, put it in boxes, get it into the garage. But definitely, and I've recently actually had Natasha out to my own home, which, I kind of thought I had a pretty cool setup and a pretty cool house going on, but the idea, thank you.
It's awesome.
Yeah, but the ideas she came up with really got my wife and I thinking like, wow, we could really spice this up a little bit and make like a significant impression on people when we do have them over. So,
awesome.
like I said, in just this hour of time we spent with her, and like we're gonna completely almost change the look of our kitchen for just a couple $100. And so it really goes a long way. So like I said, with sellers, you may have like a really pretty awesome setup with, nice cabinets and nice counters. But I mean, she came into my house and said, update those pulls a little bit, try this style, maybe have, do a little bit of tile backsplash, all that stuff you can probably get done for under $1,000. And it's gonna like make a night and day difference on my kitchen. So we're pretty happy with that. I'm gonna look at our questions here. Oh, just people saying hi. Cool.
Hello. Yeah, it doesn't have to cost a whole lot of money to kind of do some changes and maybe play up certain looks that you have going on, and then just kind of kick it up a notch. So I love helping clients with that as well. And I also offer furnishings. So if it's a home that just needs that extra touch and is unfurnished, then I can do that as well, which is great and can be super helpful, and as well as with parade homes. And so I just have a variety of experience, and so I bring all of that to the table when I'm doing staging walkthroughs.
Nice. I know specifically we have a ton of people that we speak to on a monthly basis that are looking at homes, and the only reason they're looking at homes is to get decorating ideas. So if you're thinking about building a house and don't really know where to start, I mean, hook up with Natasha. Like I said, she does everything from we want to sell our house to we want to build a house. And builders around town, I think she has a few clients that she specifically works with to help them design homes, gives them everything they need to know. So those parade homes that you guys may walk through a couple times a year and they have that, a lot of that is Natasha. It's her touches on stuff, it's her ideas. So it's pretty neat that we have someone with this quality of talents walking through each one of our sellers' homes.
Thank you.
No problem. What do we got here? Just people watching. Hey Sean, how's it going, buddy? So I was actually able to find this like a few days ago. It is from the National Association of Realtors. It's a recent publication they put out about home staging. So I was going to go through this, throw some stuff at you, and see kind of what your thoughts are on it.
Absolutely.
Of course, we know if it didn't add value to the ability for us to sell our clients' homes, we wouldn't do it. So according to the National Association of Realtors, 44% of homes that sell, agents said that it sold for more, and that is at least 1 to 20+% more than it would have sold without it not being listed. 0% of those respondents indicated that staging would negatively affect the house. So again, 44%, it's not a majority, but again, that 0% that say it would never negatively affect a house is what we're going for.
It's huge, yeah.
And so, you agree with that? It sounds like.
Absolutely. I think that having a new set of eyes who has never been through the house walk through and just really be looking at it from the perspective of potential buyers, and it's all about neutralizing, minimizing. So almost just stripping away your personality, which is completely different than when I'm doing interior design. It's a completely different theory, and so it's almost like kind of just making it a little bit more boring in some ways, just so that people can envision their lives there. But then also definitely having the cozy factor, pillows, accessories go a long way. So it's not like we're completely stripping it down, but just the right touches. So it looks great in photos too, because that's the first place that people are going to see the home. Everyone is looking online, of course, before, making that decision to walk through it. So let's make the pictures awesome and then get them in there. I'm even thinking about walkways. There's going to be a realtor, a couple, maybe a kiddo running around. So let's make sure the walkways are nice and open for people so they feel like it's spacious.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Another fun statistic in here, and if any of you guys know me, I'm all about statistics. They surveyed buyers, and it says 40% of buyers have a positive effect from staging. There's 52 that were neutral, and 6% had no impact at all. So again, it affects everybody, not just agents, but the buyer's perception of homes. And a big part of that, I would say, is like HGTV. Everyone and their mom thinks a house needs to look a certain way, and the homes and how they're looking on HGTV are done by professional stagers, and that's what they expect when they walk into a house to buy it, is a home that has the correct flow and the correct palettes, and it really does add a lot. So, and it may not even add value, I would say. Like I said, 44% of agents said it added value, but it does other things. It may shorten the time on market.
For sure.
It may, just other things. It may lead to less repairs being requested and items like that, which could save you money down the road. So
definitely, just making that priority of making sure your home looks as beautiful as possible, as put together as possible before pictures is so important. If you look at pictures that are on the market, and if there's extra clutter around, if it just looks like they haven't paid attention to details, it's really noticeable. And because people want to picture their lives there, and even at their ideal lives there. So yes, they probably have stuff on their fridge, but in their new life, in this new home, they don't want to picture this stuff on the fridge, because this is their new chapter. And gosh darn it, they're going to put that stuff away. So that's what we work on.
And definitely, and I know Natasha really appreciates this. She's been talking about photos, and we do have an employee of our company. His name is Mike. He's our marketing director, and he goes through and takes some pretty awesome photos and videos. But those photos and videos aren't the same unless Natasha's been there. They can only do so much, and if the room isn't laid out accordingly, the room will look smaller. it won't have the flow. People won't be as interested in it. And so it really all starts with Natasha. And Natasha even brings up probably small repair items that you see when you go through.
Yep, I'm definitely detail oriented. I have extra rods in my eyes, which is weird, but it's a thing. And so I see the tiniest detail, and if anything, I can even help with paint selection. So I can go get my big paint samples. I always have them no matter where I go. And so if you're looking to do some paint updates, because to me, it can be worth the elbow grease to get in there, because nobody wants to paint. So if you're going to do it, then the buyers are going to notice that, and definitely it's going to be a bonus and a plus, and will help you sell the house. So I can help make sure that the paint selections coordinate with the existing, flooring and all of the other finishes. And then, not to mention, I've even helped with plenty of projects where the client wants to do some small renovations. So, if they know that their counters are kind of in bad shape, I can help with countertop, backsplash, any other selections. And so that would be something that's a separate appointment, and I can always send you my services information sheet so that I can help with that kind of follow-up work if that's something you want above and beyond the staging that I'm able to do through Lincoln Select. So
Cool. So I mean, houses on average, you're looking at 8 to 10 rooms, when you include basement rooms and all that type of things. I have responses, of course, in this report here, but what are your probably top 5 rooms if you were going to go 1 to 5, 1 being probably most important to stage in a house?
I would say the living space, and then kitchen is very important in general. A kitchen can make or break the sale of a home. So kitchen, just make sure it's as clean as possible, and then a couple strategically placed accessories. And then I would say the dining room is important, because we all love to eat, right? We want to envision ourselves having those dinner parties. So, having even just like a nice center piece, having it nice and clean and ready to go for pictures. And then master bedroom, just making sure that it has that welcoming, cozy feeling. Maybe it's a good excuse to buy some new bedding and pillows for your new home, because you're going to be selling it fast. I'm always a pro and fan of that. So, and then bathrooms. I mean, even just white fluffy towels, a nice new shower curtain. If you have a shower curtain in there, just something to just freshen it up. Really simple ideas, but and is that 4 or 5? Are we at 4?
I think we're at 4.
Then number 5, I would say, is your front porch. Give it a good scrub down. I would say at my house, I'm sure I need to scrub my front porch down right now. But people are going to be presented with that before anything else. So make sure that your curb appeal is there, and nice flowers, bright colors is always fun and appealing, and it looks good in pictures. It's amazing what a pot and a couple of flowers can do for your front porch. So
definitely, and I would agree with that. And she basically went right down the list here on all of those items. I think you actually may have done 6, but that's okay.
Okay.
But yeah, I agree with her 100%. I mean, curb appeal is where it's at. I mean, it's the first thing when we're walking up to a house. A lot of times it may be the longest you spend in any given space, because I know sometimes it takes me like 3 minutes to get the front door open. And so they're standing there, they're picking things apart, if they're peeling paint around the door. So make sure that front porch area is dressed up. Get the hose out, spray it all down, and come back through and touch anything up that needs touched up for sure. And that makes the photos look really good as well from the street, and really keeps people interested. So Natasha, if anybody wants to talk to you or get to know you, how can they reach you?
So you can find me on Facebook at Inspiring Design NE, and then I'm on Instagram at Design with Grace. My middle name's Grace. And then I am actually open to the public. We're doing a pop-up market from 10 to 3 on this Saturday. So I have extra pillows, accessories, furniture, all sorts of fun stuff. And it's just a good time. You can come in, pop in, meet me, and get more information on my services.
Awesome. So guys, again, if you are thinking about selling your house or just want to learn what your house is worth, reach out to myself or anyone at Lincoln Select Real Estate Group. We'd love to help you out with that. Of course, you can find us on Facebook at Lincoln Select Real Estate Group, or online at LincolnSelectRealEstateGroup.com. We'd be more than willing to help you. And Natasha, thanks for having us today.
Thank you. It was fun, actually.
Awesome.
It wasn't too scary.
It wasn't. No.
Let's make it official with a handshake.
It's National Handshake Day.
Is it?
Oh my gosh,
okay,
National
Handshake
Day.
Then that made more sense.
Didn't it? I don't know how to make this.